Well, Matheus Cunha to Arsenal personal terms close, and we are looking forward to this coming to pass. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football, and how are you guys? And where you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani David. It's my select button, comment and share. If you're totally watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun. And remember, we're really we are powered by Mono Gadgets. They're dealers in brand new phones and brand new laptops. And if at all you feel like you need a used phone and a used laptop from the United Kingdom, call them on that number +256 70 99 88 665. That is Mono Gadgets for you. And if at all you need an affordable smartwatch, you can as well contact them, and they'll obviously give you the best that you deserve. Search for them on TikTok, Mono Gadgets, follow them up, and you'll have a chance to see the wide range of products that they do have as Mono Gadgets. Now, there is an outlet known as Team News Antiques. This is one of the finest flies on the walls of Arsenal that I've gone here to see. And he came up via Patreon, and this is what he really had to say. He said that, I'm told there is one player who Arsenal are very close to agreeing personal terms with, but getting him out of this club will be very hard beat. I don't have the name at the moment. That's what he said. He added and said, Arsenal are taking the approach they took in the 2023 summer transfer window in trying to agree personal terms with players and get them on board in order to, in theory, make it easier to get them out of their current clubs. Now, by the time he put out this via Patreon, he never came up and obviously told us exactly who that player was and who that player obviously was. But guess what? He talked about Matheus Cunha, and he later told us that Matheus Cunha is the player in question. Arsenal will have to pay over valuation to sign the player this month. Now, Matheus Cunha, a video that I did, when was it? I did his video to Arsenal. Was it 2 days back? And even today morning, when I was doing the live stream of the match preview of Arsenal versus, of Brighton versus Arsenal, many of you in the comment section are asking me about Matheus Cunha, and I told you that before we obviously get into the game, I'll provide you with a huge update about this story. And I think finally I've gone ahead, obviously come up and obviously do that story in there for you. And I think I did the story for Cunha, I think 3 days ago, and it got close to 4,000 views on this channel. So that is where we are right about now. So Matheus Cunha is a player that Arsenal is looking at in this January transfer window. And the player is really explosive in the recent past. And for this season, he's really scoring goals for fun. And he's one of those players that Arteta is looking at. And if Arteta has gone ahead, obviously, assess his cast of players, and the missing piece in the jigsaw is Matheus Cunha, who am I to really say no? But I think Cunha is a player who is really ready. And the hugest positive about him is that he doesn't need to learn the Premier League. He's a proven Premier League player, especially as far as playing in the forward line is really concerned. And he won't need anything like... he won't need anything like learning the league. He will obviously just have to understand that patterns have changed from those that he has been playing at Wolverhampton Wanderers to the patterns of Mikel Arteta. And I think that won't really affect him a lot, because these are patterns that he's really used to. These are patterns that he's really used to as a player. You understand? Because change of patterns at Wolverhampton Wanderers have happened swiftly. They've gone ahead to change managers in the recent past more often, and that means every manager that comes in through obviously goes ahead, obviously bring in with a new pattern. You get? Sorry about that. So as the new pattern really comes in through, I tell you what, that means he can really get used to the club and system of Arsenal, because at Arsenal he's going to be played as a focal point and he's going to be leading the line for the club of Arsenal. So I think if I'm Arsenal, any player that I would be looking at right now must be coming in from the Premier League. I tell you, Matheus Cunha is a player that Arsenal are looking at, and he is really that physical striker. And when I was doing that video first, I never hinted about his physicality and height that could obviously provide another aerial threat, for Arsenal as their king of set pieces. In the entire year, calendar of 2024, they went ahead to score. They scored 25 set pieces. You understand? So all corners, and adding Matheus Cunha onto the side of Arsenal obviously increases their area threat, because he has 19 games played, 10 goals and 4 assists in the Premier League. That is Matheus Cunha for you. And the age, he's 25 years of age, meaning that in May 27th this year, he's going to be making 26 years of age. So he's really one of those forwards that you have to obviously look at and really understand that he's really ready to see to it that he takes Arsenal to the next level. And Arsenal getting linked with the player is really very impressive, and very many Arsenal fans are like, all right, let's get him on. Now, even the Football Insider have told us that Arsenal are working heavily on a transfer for Wolves forward, that is Matheus Cunha. So looks like Arsenal looking at Matheus Cunha as the player they're really targeting to bring in through the January transfer window, and they believe he's the missing piece in the jigsaw to obviously complete or to obviously help them win the league. But I would like to obviously warn the fans of Arsenal, because we've gone ahead to see the good side of obviously signing Matheus Cunha. But remember, there is the other negative side. That's why for my case, I always look on the positives and negatives. Now let's look on the negative side and flip the coin a little bit. Now, let's not be 100% sure that when he comes in at Arsenal, he's going to hit the ground running. He might struggle a little bit, but all I know is that with time, he'll fit into that club of Arsenal. But for me, I think he's going to be having a very good environment at the club of Arsenal, as we all know to it that he's Brazilian. He's a Brazilian, and he has close to 3 fellow Brazilians at the side of Arsenal: Gabriel Magalhães, Gabriel Martinelli, and Gabriel Jesus. And Cunha joining them will obviously be one of the hugest moments that him as a player will obviously look at and obviously praise the Lord that he is really working for him in 2025. And this will obviously help him secure his position at the Brazilian national team after obviously comes in front, obviously plays at the club of Arsenal, because at the Brazilian national team, they don't have that number 9 that is going to prove that he is really untouchable, like they had the likes of Dalima. And I think after Dalima, they never really had an established number 9. You understand? But if Cunha can come in front and obviously extend or protract his form from Wolverhampton Wanderers to Arsenal, I think that will be something great for the player. That is exactly what you're going to be looking at. So we wait and see how he obviously does his work, if at all Arsenal really finishes this move. But there is something that I'm going to hit on, that it's really going to require Arsenal to pay a lot of money to obviously get in the player. But it's not the first time we're going to hit to see Arsenal really trying to obviously sign expensive players in the January transfer window. But it's really 1 year after that winter of 2023, where they went in for Mikhailo Modric, 86 million pounds, but Chelsea really had more additives onto that. Then then Jorginho, Caicedo. Arsenal are willing to obviously even go north of £80 million, but the deal never obviously went through. So we wait and see how things are really going to be panning out for the side of Arsenal as they take on a team called, as they obviously go to Wolves and wanting to sign a player known as Matheus Cunha. Now, the former Arsenal goalkeeper, that is Szczesny, who came out of retirement when Barcelona knocked on his door, will make his Barcelona debut today. He will start the match. That is Szczesny for you. And what is the team that Barcelona is really going to be playing against? And it's going to be Barbastro. It's going to be what we call the Copa del Rey, and it's going to be the round of 32. So Barcelona is going to be playing away, and looks like Hans Flick is obviously ready to hand this man his debut at the club of Barcelona. So we wait and see how that pans out, but it's all nice talking to you in here. Your thoughts onto Cunha to Arsenal personal terms clause. What do you make about it? And Szczesny obviously getting his full debut at the club of Barcelona tonight. Hope it keeps you excited, but I'm waiting for your comments into the comment section below. Rokani David is my name. This is the Rokani Media Football, and continue to subscribe because we want to hit 24,100 subscribers, because we know the journey, it's 30,000 subscribers. That's the journey that you're really looking at and chasing. So bye-bye for now. See you later. And this is Rokani David once again, and it is all about Cunha to the club of Arsenal. Personal terms, obviously close to agreement.